Hello guys, it's Anish with version 7 of my rig template. It's finally out. It took a lot longer than I expected, but I finally got it out. And yeah, let's get to the installation. First off, you can skip ahead in the video if you want. And yeah, whatever. Just look in the description and you can skip ahead. Okay, so first of all, download my zip file, then unzip it, and then we have the readme, previous version, and example characters of what you can do with my rig. And yep, so let's get to installation. Let's go into applications, then find your Maxon, library, browser, and then just drag in that folder, just drag it into your browser, into this browser file, and then yeah, then restart Cinema4D and you should have it in your content browser right here. By the way, I'm using my old computer because I don't have my new computer right now, so whatever. Okay, so let's get to the main features of the rig. Let's select the customization controller right here, and then you have these two tabs here, customization and texture filters. Let's load in a texture. So let's go to skins of the thing and let's get billable bangins. Like so, just copy and paste it, and of course you can drag in a different skin for the body and what have you if you want. And then we can go to pupil color, change to that. Then we can change the eye color and then the eyebrow color and what have you. Then you have the facial features that can change, so out of here if you don't want it. Then eyebrows thickness, eye position, pupil depth. So what you can do with this is, some people they prefer the eyes to look like this, where it's like, yeah, where the eyelids are kind of not being, like you can't see them. Anyway, then we have lips depth, mouth texture deformation. Then if you don't want the facial features, then we have roundness of the entire rig. And then we have bends, which is basically this. And click that, and the bend. Yeah, if you want it to be smooth or sharp. And then let me enable the user data real quick. Yeah, I have it off by default because if I just animate after I finish an animation, like I animate the facial features afterwards, so by default I disable it. So you can scale the rig here and then scale the user data here. And yeah, that's it for that. For the customization, then we have got that. And yeah, let's get to the other option. Okay, so let's get to the main null features. So we have options, extras, and add-on. So if we name the rig, first of all, let's name it. Billable, the name changes, as well as the layer. Yeah, I hated messed up layers, so I did that. So if we go back here, options, and now we can make a rigid bends rig if you just disable the subdivisions. Let's say if you want to deal with less lag, just put that at 0. And then in the render it'll be subdivided. Then we have disabled the name as well as the customization controller and user data. Then 90-degree bends, which is basically this, so it bends 90 degrees. Disable that. And then we have parent arm goals. I highly suggest you first enable these things and then you start animating, because you can mess up the keyframes. And oh, by the way, if you enable this, C motion gets messed up, but you can always fix that by just keyframing before. Make sure you keyframe it off like that and then enable the C motion. So yeah, it's keyframeable. So yeah, what that does, it parents it to the main body like so. Same for the legs, and then IK and FK arms if you want FK legs and arms. Then we have goal fix, which is the goal stays in one area without moving out. And goal ghosting, which is if we move the goal, make a keyframe, move the goal, and it tells you where the goal will be in the next frame and the frame before. So yeah. Then we have, let's disable that, low poly head and low poly body. This is a big feature. It switches out the mesh to a very low poly mesh. I'll show you what you can do with that later, but it's a very good optimization feature. So I'll show you how it works later. Controllers thing, so if you rotate and move everything, all the controllers, and we click on that and click out, it will reset all the controllers, which is like a handy feature. And by the way, you have all these features here. Well, not all of them. I prefer using it here, so yeah, I put it there. Then we have the auto walk, the feature that took me forever to make and forever to figure out. So anyway, let me show you how it looks. So first of all, you can disable or enable it. By default, it's on, and all you have to do is move that. He starts walking. He walks sideways as well. So if we put that together, he can adapt to the surface of the grid. So, and then of course you can rotate it and what have you. And then if you have a, say you have, well, let me show you how it looks when it adapts to the surface of the grid, and you can always disable that by selecting this and clicking clear. And if you want it to be surfacing a different place, you just make a null or something, position where you want it to surface, and then click on the null, drag it into here, and yeah, it'll surface on that. So next we have the cancelers, which is basically if you don't like that first step he makes and you just want normal step, he just walks normally now. So if I enable the canceller now and show you how it looks, the first step is kind of weird looking, but it's okay, it's nothing too bad. And then we have the line, which is like a C motion thing. So, and then we can increase the speed and what have you here. So yeah, so it's pretty laggy because I'm recording, but I assure you it is not laggy at all. Anyway, I'll show you the optimization features, which you'll be surprised how easy it'll be to switch out the meshes and stuff. So let me get to that later. So now we have auto blink, so he blinks every few seconds, and then you can change the speed. So 1 is the lowest, 5 is the highest, and then we have this cool little feature with the bulge. So with the higher poly mesh it looks better, but yeah, it basically gives you, like, you can create cartoonish looking figures, and you can help like give randomness to your rigs, so like that, or even like this. I have some sample characters you can look at, so even like that, and yeah, whatever. Actually, let me show you one more. And like that, yeah, so cool look. And then you have boobies, and let me show you with the higher poly mesh. Looks like that. Then we have the size of it. Yeah, I'll show you how to make a female character later. Then we have enable lip sync, and just click here and load in the sound file, and yeah, he starts talking, and then change settings to what you like, and yeah, he'll start talking. And of course you can fine tune it with the Userdata as well. Okay, so now let's load in the item tree, which contains all the items already installed. Of course you can manually add the items to the normal rig, if that's just for extra flexibility. Otherwise you can use this trick, and if you don't want certain items you can delete them and it won't mess up the user data. So yeah, so let's get to the items. So let's enable all the armor stuff. You can add subdivides. Let me actually add the low poly mesh here, so we can deal with less lag. Next we can change the color of this. So say we want like jeans and then boots. It can be used as clothes, and then change the helmet. But if you do this for the helmet, it'll look weird for the diamond helmet, and then change it back to white and it'll go back to normal. So yeah. And say you want to delete only some bits of the armor, select the armor and only select the polygons. Oh, make sure you disable subdivides first and select what you want to do. You don't want, and just delete the polygons, not the main object, otherwise it will mess up the user data. So just select the polygons, delete the polygons, and it still works. And yeah. Oh no. Okay, so now we have, let me just disable all of this. Now we have the beard. You can add a beard cover and it adapts to the mouth, so when the mouth opens it looks good. Now we have this, then we have thickness, then we have subdivisions, and then we have the IK dynamics. Oh, let me enable that. IK dynamics, where it moves. And yeah, pretty cool. Then we have the cape, so let's enable the cape and then select the auto walk and make him walk. Oh, then select auto walk. Okay. Yeah, and the cape moves. It's both IK dynamics, and then you can add subdivisions as well to the cape. Then we have ears. Yeah, this is a small feature. Then we have sunglasses, eyelashes. Let me show you how it looks with the high poly mesh, like so. Then we have sunglasses and then regular glasses, and we have a hat which has a bool on it so it doesn't intersect. Whatever. Then we have a hair piece, which is this, which has IK dynamics as well to it. Then we have, you can always change the color of all this stuff, you can see that, for depending on which skin you are using. Then we have items here. Ignore those textures, it won't appear in the render. So we can select this and move it like that, or we can select this and move all of the items separately. Sorry, all of the items. And then yeah, we can change this, and then we have the bow on the left hand, the regular bow. Then we have the realistic bow, which you can pull back with an arrow, and then you can pull back. The reason why it's on the left hand now is because we actually shoot on our left hand, so okay. This looks cool. I really like it. It took a while to make, but it was used. Yeah, it was cool. So we got noses now, the same noses really, and ponytail. You can also add subdivisions to that. The ponytail took forever, god. It even has stretch dynamics, like it stretches out and all that stuff. Like, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so that's basically it for the add-ons, and let's get to the next thing. Okay, so now let's get to the IK system and all that stuff. Let's load in the low poly mesh, since my computer sucks and it's like 7 years old and the lowest specs or whatever. And let's I'll show you the walk cycle. Walk cycle looks better than the previous one, as well as the run cycle looks better. You can always put that on a spline or and then yeah, animate it, and then whatever. Anyway, let's get to the IK stuff. If my computer can cooperate with me. Yeah, so the IK now works like this. It's a lot easier to work with, and if we move it here, just have to rotate it so that it aligns with the wrist, and then you can do like that. Yeah, that's how it works. And then we have the wrist here, wrist, new wrists. People prefer this one, like so. And on the high poly mesh, all of this looks a lot better. So yeah, and then we have this one, and then we have hips now. Yeah, hips. And then same head, of course. And then oh yeah, improved rigid bends, improved feet, improved wrist, and the rigid bends, they don't have like a delay to it anymore. Then we have the auto walk controller, which you already saw, and yeah, that's basically it for the IK system. Okay, so we have the visual selector here. Just open it up, and then we have the body. They have colors now, and then we have the head here. And let's get into the user data for the head. So let's enable the manual controls. You can see each one corresponds to the ones on the face, like so. So eyebrows, and then eye, and then the eyelid. Yeah. So facial control. So now we have only 2 controls, not 3. So we basically have to select both of them and then keyframe both of them. It's easier to work with, trust me, and I want less lag, so I did that. And then select this, and then we can move it like that. Select that and that. You can move the eyes. Eyes are now improved, so it looks like that. Then we have blinking. Then we have this scaling, and then we have the thing here. And people have been complaining about the mouth, but let me show you the cool feature about it. So let's make a smile. Like so. Whatever. Then you can always position it. Yeah, people have been complaining about the smooth mount. All you have to do is this, really. It's like really easy. And my previous version of the rig had this feature, so I don't know why you guys are complaining. Then you can do like that, and you got a smooth mount. And yeah, and then you can also do like that and like that to control all of them. So then we have the eyes, pupil, that, and yeah. Okay, so we also have this search option. If you click here, type C dot, we get all the controllers, facial controllers, and yeah. And then if you want just the user data, just type U dot. Oh my god, a squirrel. Oh, that worked. Anyway, yeah, so we got U dot for the user data, then we got C dot for that, and then we got B dot for just the body controllers, and then H dot just for the facial controllers. And what this can be used for is for this. Let me show you the timeline. So you got the timeline here. We type C dot, get all the controllers, click on all of them, drag it into here, and then we can even like just make a keyframe, and we already keyframed everything. So type B dot just for body keyframes, select that, keyframe, and yeah, it's that easy. Okay, so now I want to show you how to make a female character to show you how diverse my rig can get. So let's load in a girl skin. I think that's right. Okay, and then let's change the pupil color and all that stuff. We really don't need that, but whatever, I'll just do that. And then let's go to add-ons. Let's just add like a nice shirt and maybe jeans and stuff. Quickly do that. Boots as well. Then we can add eyelashes. Change that to like a reddish color. And then we can add ponytail. So just change that to red. That should probably work. Yep. And we got a female character. Oh, actually, right. Yeah, going to bulge and reduce that to like -12, curvature to like 300, and then get this. And yeah, now we got a female character. Yeah, and the armor it's nicely done with the bulge, so everything's good. Even the mesh doesn't mess up when you move it in the bulge, so it's really cool. So that's how you make a female character. And let's get to the next part. My creations. So we got like this barbarian with like a big chest, a fat boy, a girl. I should improve on that. And then we have a hobo. Then we have this picture of the hair stretching out and in the wind, and the cape going out, and then the reflections of the armor, and the cool looking like legs like widened with the bulge. And this is like basically the old Steve, like old Steve with the beard and cool looking stuff. And then we have this fat zombie that's walking, huge fat zombie. Yeah. And then we have this worker guy. How bad is my computer? You can't even load a picture, right? Wow. Okay. So it has the reflections, looks really cool. And yeah, so next feature. Okay, so now let's go into the extras of the LIB40. First of all, let's actually do an animation with the low poly mesh. So basically what you would do is you first animate everything, all of your animation using the low poly mesh, and then you load in the high poly mesh. So you have less lag in your viewport and all that. So I'll show you how it's done. So basically we have our animation here now. So now we have to basically load in the high poly mesh. So as you can see in the options here, we have the low poly head enabled and the low poly body enabled. We want to disable that now and load in the high poly mesh. So extras, meshes, body normal. That's the high poly mesh. So now we want to go into the expressor tag, and we have all these stuff here, the yellow stuff. So we want to just replace it with the corresponding objects. So let's say the template goes in template, the customization goes in customization. So customization. So it's really that easy. You just have to type it in j.knee. So knee right, knee left, and you want to drag it into this tiny square here, not onto the name, just a tiny square, and it will automatically replace it. So elbow right, oops, right, legs, material. Oh, so that's the material. So we just need to grab in this one, legs. It's named as well, so don't worry. So it's named, yeah, it's all named. And then yeah, it's working, so don't worry. Yeah, it's working. Okay, so now we got all the textures and everything is done. Now we need to weight it. So basically what you want to do is under the template now we have this tag here. It's weight tag. So we basically hold control, click and drag onto the body normal, and then we get it there. So now the mesh, the controllers are here, but let's start weight mapping it. So select the hip, and we have all these vertex mappers here. So we need to put that. So hip, click on this thing here, and if we drag it onto this, it gives us the name. So we just click on the name. So jb.c back. So we need to go on that, back, then deformer 1, then deformer 1, deformer 2 to deformer 2, and shoulder right to shoulder right. Oh, that's my trash. Shoulder right, and yeah, so I'm going to speed this bit up and show you what it looks like once it's done once I've done all the weight mapping. Okay, so I've done all the weight mapping, and as you can see, it's all good. Now it's done. So it's walking with the mesh, and everything is. It's really that easy with the vertex mappers. So next we have the head we have to do. So let's grab in the head. Oh, and also the all the user data is working as well. So let's have a look at the bulge. Bulge is working. All is working for the mesh, deformations and textures. If you load in a different texture and have saturation up, it'll automatically do that as well. So let's get the head normal. Head is slightly easy, I think. So we have it here, and we load in the a crow. Sorry, I'm in my home country, so some animals at the window. Okay, let's load in the body stuff. Okay, body. Big, oh, sorry, we got. Oh, gums, and then head, then tongue material, then teeth material, eyebrow, pupil, eye material, frame 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so we did all of that, and now I think we're almost done with this. So all we have to do is grab this into that and move it into here, like so, and grab out the user data and put it here or outside if you like, user data. And then and that's basically it. We just click on the head subdivisions and zero out the coordinates, and even the rotation will correct itself to this controller here. So if you have keyframes on this controller, it'll already like be there. Okay, so that's basically it. Now we have the high poly mesh and everything is there, so it's really very optimized. You can do a lot with that. Have like 10 characters in one scene and you won't have lag. So yeah, and then once you're done animating, you can load in all the meshes, and all the customization features and everything will also come with it. And yeah, let's get to the next features. Okay, so next we have the cycle AI, so I'm going to load in the low poly mesh for that. So other cycle AI, so what this is, it contains poses and stuff and the auto walk, but we don't need that. We already have that installed. You can even delete the auto walk if it's lagging your computer, but I don't think it does. It's only the cycle AI because it contains a lot of poses. So now let's fill in the espresso, and then it's fairly easy, so let's fill it in. So just drag it onto the tiny box here again. So now type b.c. and we get all the controllers here. Very easy, nothing really complicated, just adding cycle AI, and it's like that easy, really. I'll show you what you can do with this cycle AI. cb.c. Okay. Okay, and then we got the final one, which is just the template, and we got the cycle AI done. Really easy, but very complicated inside. And then we got the walk, and then we got the run. So what you can do with this is you can select these 6 controllers, and it is 6, so you need to select all 6. And first we need to make the first pose and select all 6, like so. Keyframe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can even type b.c. and then actually that won't work. First you need to go to the next frame and select all 6 controllers again, like so, and then go to 6th frame and add another keyframe, so, and then another 6 frames forward, then click on all the controllers again, not all of them, 6, and 1 2 3 4 5 6, I made a keyframe there, and then go another 6 frames forward, and then go to the final pose, click on these, 6 again, make a keyframe, and now when we disable the cycle poses, the walk, we get a walk cycle. Yeah, so we want to select those 6 things again, like so, and then we want to copy this, and then go 1 2 3 4 5 6, paste, and then oh god, 1 2 3 4 5 6, 6, paste, and then we gotta walk. Yeah, so you can do the same thing for the run cycle. There are 4 poses, and then you can just move this on a linear, make sure it's linear, so linear spline, and then yeah, he's sliding, but you can fix that by changing the speeds, so make it slower or something. Yeah, anyway, and then you need to the leg you need to make it linear as well for the, yeah, I suggest you do that before and then copy and paste, so now it's like sticking to the ground. And yeah, pretty cool. Next we have the hair template, which is just it's nothing much. I have to improve it. So what you have to do is select the hair, then go into polygon mode, and then select invert. So we got hair now. You basically have to load in your texture here, and then you can extrude the hair using cloth surface, like so. And then you need to UV map the things if you're not happy with it. But yeah, that's basically it. And then you can also extrude it using smooth shift and changing this to 180. Yeah, and then you can fix with some edge mode and just fix that like that. And yeah, that's it for that. And then we have the preview render for test renders for your custom skin. So let's go into the stage camera and load in the polymesh. So basically what I loaded in was the preview render, which is basically see this preview render thing. It loads it automatically, and then all you have to do is click on save and find a place to save the file, and stage is the stage, and then hit render. I'll speed this up, and yeah, that was the render. It kind of stopped for some reason, but yeah, we got the render. Okay, how to install the items will be in a different video, separate video. Just look in the description, it'll probably be there. So next thing is the textures. So all you have to do is double click it, and then we get a texture at the bottom left of your screen. And then what you need to do now is load in this and disable the lock layers and grab it onto this, and we get the texture. And of course you can let's load in another texture for the blood. Say we want it on a separate leg, just double click using the move tool or something and just drag it on that, then we get the texture on that, like so. And it's that easy. So I'm gonna add this folder is the same as the previous version, but I'm gonna add more in the next version. And yeah, okay, so finally I want to talk about payment. Sadly this version of the rig won't be free due to the massive amounts of pirating. My sales have just completely stopped, but I don't want the people who have bought the rig to go empty-handed. You will get a free Minecraft pack that I'm working on. It'll also be on sale, but you guys will get it free if you send me the receipt, the Sellfire receipt, or the PayPal transaction stuff. I don't know, anything with proof. Please don't send the file because that can easily be pirated. But yeah, so this pack comes with a lot of cool stuff like animated lava, animated water, animated portal, and all that stuff. plus all the blocks. Well, I'm working on it, but it'll come with everything basically. And then we got all the extras from my animations, items that I'm gonna model all of them and make them low poly. Then we have all the mobs. Still working on it. I don't know if Jeb has added any more mobs. And then we have this cool simulations folder with a lot of simulations like this healer thing, enchantment room which has letters moving and stuff, fire, cinema 40 fire, lighting, ripples, which is like a random effect on some water and it's rippling with the rain, TNT that can be controlled, the animation, and a torch that also can be controlled with a nice animation to it as well. So that's the Minecraft pack. You can download it free if you have bought the rig. And then we have the Lost Mobs rig that I'm working on as well. It'll also be on sale, but you guys will get it free if you bought the template rig. And I'll show you how it looks. Well, it's still not done yet. I intend on making the eyes bigger and less wider parts and whatever. So the Lost Mobs rig is basically the previous mobs of Minecraft. They were supposed to originally be the main characters of the game, but the guy left, so they created Steve. Actually, this guy's name is Steve as well, I think, but the old Steve. So if you search on Google, you'll see some images of him, and I have to model the body and everything, but yeah, it won't take too much time because their face, I think, took the most amount of time. And this was basically what I used as a template to make my template rig. So yeah, anyway, so that's about it. So thanks for watching. Enjoy the rig. I hope if you have any problems, please email me, and I will make a small update if there are any minor problems. And yeah, so thanks for watching and bye.